Welcome to the Queen of Life Tarot. This is JoJo, and today I'm going to do a general reading concerning love. What I want to point out is that everything is energy, and so whatever vibes that come through on the cards right now, it's your current energy. So it can totally change next week. It could be one thing now and something else next week. But you're always growing. You're always elevating. And so keep that in mind, that there's unlimited possibilities. So this reading is one possibility. And if this is the one you want, if this is the one you claim it. And, have that mindset of it being done already, So let's get in it. I'm going to start with the traditional tarot, then I'll go to the oracle readings. Okay. So I'm not going to do reversals unless it really stands out and adds to the story and makes sense to do so. So this is going to be a love story, and we're going to see how this plays out. Obviously, there's a person on your mind, so that's what this reading is going to be all about. It's going to be all about the person that you're thinking about right now at this moment. So here's the first card. We have the Knight of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Death, and Rebirth. Death and rebirth is pretty much the same thing. The World. Page of Cups. Ace of Cups. And the Star. So if you're able to see this, you can see right now that this story is a positive one. So people think that relationships are just perfect and just, effortless. And for the most part, the right relationship will be that way. But there's always going to be growth and challenges for you to overcome. And I can attest to that. I can attest to that absolutely because, my love story wasn't necessarily a fairy tale. But the journey for me was worth it because the growth that took place. And I needed that growth in order to be in a place to where I can make the relationship work and where I can receive and give the love that I want. You see what I mean? So let's start off with the Knight of Pentacles. This is your person, and he's coming to offer you something. An offer of love. An offer of what you want. Page of Swords. This means you're turning over and you're starting over something new that may have transpired from the past. This is something that signifies the starting over. And not only are you starting over, but you're being reborn through the Death card. You're starting over and you've ascended, you've grown, and now here comes the new you. So after the Six of Swords here, after this hurt, this pain that you felt, it caused you to grow. It caused you to grow, and this growth is absolutely necessary. Does it say no pain, no gain? And that applies to a lot of things. Getting your hair done. I'm tender-headed. So I don't really like anyone touching my hair. I actually, haven't really had anyone do my hair unless I get really lazy and I'll pay someone to do it. But there's pain there. But the results are enjoyable. But I have to go through a certain amount of scalp pain and torture in order to get those beautiful results of my hairstyle. So you need rebirth. You need growth. You need, it may hurt. It may hurt. Rebirth and growing can hurt. It doesn't always hurt, but it can. But there's a lesson in it. And so we value not just the good in our lives, but the bad as well. They're teachers. They help us figure out, okay, what can I do? What can I do to improve the situation? What can I do to improve my life? So it's all necessary. And here you have the World card. This is everything you want right here. So you see the journey, you see the offer that you want coming your way. But, as it's coming to you, this is a process you have to go through in order to receive the world. Okay? You got to turn a new page and start over. You need this rebirth, the Death card. You need this Six of Swords, this pain, this hurt. And look what you have here. You have the world. And so you have, let's see, this is the Six of Wands. So he's coming your way again, Page of Cups, he's offering you a cup. It's not a whole lot. This is a page. You're turning over a new page. You have this Eight of Wands here, which signifies, it's coming towards you, but probably at a slower rate. But look what you get here. You get the Ace of Cups. You get the Ace of Cups. This patience you're going through, first you got to do your rebirth. You get the world. Here comes your love, slowly, at a slow pace. And then here you have the Ace of Cups. And then you get the Star. This is true love. And you need to learn and grow like all of us. We all do. I know I certainly did. And I didn't want to, tell you the truth. I thought that it should just come to me effortless. I'm a queen. I'm a goddess. Why do I have to do this? Why do I have to do that? I'm queen. I attract what I want. Yeah. We can manifest. We can attract. But here's the thing. There was a time when I manifested my specific person intentionally and deliberately when I was not ready. So when I had him, I didn't have the capacity to give love at all. And see, when it comes to love, you have to be able to give it and receive it. If you receive without giving, then it's not a balanced partnership. And me, I was sitting on my high horse, I'm a queen, I'm a goddess, I shouldn't have to do this, I shouldn't have to do that. But it's like, listen, the kind of man that I wanted, he has self-respect, he has self-love. So a self-respecting man, what are you going to offer him? You want to just receive everything he has and you don't have to give anything in return? And you have to be ready. You have to have the maturity and growth in order to be someone else's dream come true too, And a lot of times we have to grow from certain mindsets. And I know I certainly had to. That, you want this love, but do you have the maturity level? Do you have the energy to give and receive? Because if you're in a needy vibration, if you're in a lower vibration, that's not the vibration of true love. And of course, with any relationship, you'll go through its up and down. But if you want to 11:11 on the clock right now, that's what time it is. 11:11 as I say this. But in true love, as you want that, ultimate fulfillment, wish fulfillment, You have to be at the vibe of the wish fulfilled. How are you going to have the world, the star, the Ace of Cups, receive all these things you want and be in a lower vibe? How does that work? How do you be in a needy state of being and say, well, if he would do this, then I'll feel better? But unfortunately, with law of attraction, as we know, it's in reverse. It's not, I'll, see it when I believe it. First, you have to know it, believe it, you have to be it, then you'll get those results. It's the absolute reverse. First, you have to be in that love vibration, and you have to maintain that love vibration to continuously receive that love vibration. It's your own inner doing. It's your own work that must be done. It's not reliance on anyone else. When you give yourself that love, when you feel in love, you're going to be on the receiving end of the love you want. And that's how it works. You fill your own cup, really. This cup, you're giving it to you with your positive mindset, with your self-love. What self-love is regardless of what anyone else is doing, regardless of if they're giving me what I want, I know I'm worthy of what I want, and I'm giving it to myself via imagination, via my thoughts. Because I love me, and I deserve love, and I choose to be in love. Regardless of what anyone else is doing, I choose to have those feelings of love, to feel cherished and worthy and honored. I choose to stay in this higher vibration that's at a love vibration that I want. Regardless of what anyone else is doing, regardless of whether I'm in no contact, regardless of if I'm single, I choose to be in love. I choose to have that love vibration because I know I deserve it and I'm worthy of it. You're filling up your own cup. You're giving it to yourself. And guess what? You're going to receive it from the person you want or better. It's just like having your own kitchen, and you could cook all the great foods you want. And somebody comes to your door and say, here, I have this sushi. I'll give it to you, but you have to do X, Y, Z. And then I'll give it to you. Then it's yours. And you have to do all these things, for me in order to receive the sushi. But you look at them like, what? I got all the food I need in my own kitchen. What do I need to compromise myself, my values, so you could give me your little sushi when I have everything I need? Everything you want is within you. I know you want the physical person in your bed. I know you want the physical love of the person. But if you can convince yourself and have these feelings and thoughts on your own and feel the joy of it, instead of feeling the lack of it, feeling the angst and the pain of not having it. If you can imagine it and steadily feel good about your imagination, it's going to reflect on the outside eventually. But how long it takes depends on how steady you can keep that vibration, how steady you can be keeping yourself happy in your own kitchen, fulfilling your own needs, feeding yourself instead of waiting for someone else to give you something. You fill your own cup, your cup is going to continue to get filled by other people as well, especially your specific person, or better, like I said. But as far as your divine counterpart, divine masculine, twin flame, this happens. This is happening right now. They're coming to you. They're going to offer you a cup of love, but you have to be ready for it. They want to give you the world. You're going to get this Ace of Cups. You're going to get the star. You're going to receive all this, but you have to first give it to yourself. Go within your imagination, in your thought process, to receive this blessing that's right here. So, this is the reading. I'm going to go to my New Orleans Oracle deck. It's really beautiful. I love it. It's New Orleans Oracle deck. I'm going to pull a card from here, and I'm going to read you what it says as a guidance tool. This is exciting. This is beautiful. And real love is beautiful. Especially when you know you manifested it on your own. When you know you did the work. I think that's what makes it, you know, the most beautiful. So this is number 15. It says step back. So I'm going to go into the details of what that really means. Stepping back. Okay. So it says, oftentimes we can get so caught up in the details of what's going on in our lives that we can no longer see things clearly. Just taking a step back from a picture to see it more clearly can be helpful. It is now necessary to step back from your current situation in order to see what's going on more clearly. By allowing yourself to look at the situation from the outside in, you'll be able to take in more of the bigger picture in order to come up with a solution that is not only more solid and in flow, but also more empowering. So this is a great recommendation for anyone to do. And like I said previously, your imagination and your thoughts, that has a big impact on the results you see here in a 3D. And I'm gonna do one more card from my African Goddess Rising Oracle deck. So regardless of your gender, this applies to you regardless of gender. But as a female, you know, when I see these cards, I'm reading from my perspective as a female who, you know, feminine energy. But you take it how it resonates for you, okay? And so, divine lineage. Divine lineage. I'm going to read what that says. Kind of speaks for itself, but I'm going to read it anyway. It says, great ancestor Sarah Lakali, meaning Sarah the Black, was an Egyptian prophetess and the patron of the Saint Romani people. Oral history says that Saint Sarah had the highest divine lineage. Your ancestors protect the Holy Grail. The Holy Grail is you. Divine ones walk beside and within you. Trust. Your ancestors want to remind you that you are not alone. They are rooting for you. They ask you to honor your spirit guides and call upon the power of the divine. Create or nourish your ancestral altar or shrine. Unbury your ancestors. Speak their names. Your divine lineage ancestors may be blood related or culturally or spiritually connected. This is the Goddess Declaration. I am my sister and my sister is me. So that sums up this reading. I hope this helps someone. If you're new to my channel, well, this is a new channel. This is my first video. So, you know, I'd appreciate a like and subscribe. And I thank you for watching. You have a blessed day.